Hey friends, this is Emily from burlapkitchen.com, where I'm all about simplicity. Axel wanted to make a quick appearance here before we got started. Today we're going to be making a cute stocking wall hanger using some baby socks. We're going to be using some Minwax stain. I believe the color is dark walnut. I coffee dyed my socks. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, but I like the looks of the coffee dyed. We're using a little scrap piece of wood. It's actually a tomato stake I cut down, some rusty wire, a pine pick, and then some bows that I made. They're just real simple, basic bows. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put on some gloves. You always want to wear gloves when you're working with this type of stain. If not, it will stain your hands and it will be on there for a good week or two. The jar of stain that I'm using, it's literally almost out of stain, but I have just enough to complete this project, so we're going to go with it. Just dip an old rag into the stain and then just apply it to your surface, and then you're just going to wipe it off. Because I don't have very much stain in here, I really didn't need to wipe it off like normal. So I'm just going to rub this into here on my steak, my tomato steak. I was actually going to use another piece of wood, and then I walked by my garden and saw this, and I thought, that's perfect. That's exactly the size of wood I was looking for, so I just grabbed that tomato stick and took it down and cut it to size. So I'm just going to get this stain on here, and then I'm just going to take my heat gun and I am going to dry it. I get a lot of questions on the heat gun that I'm using. One of my sweet followers sent that to me. I'm not exactly sure where she got it, but I want to say probably Amazon, and it has different heat settings that you can control the temperature, so it's pretty cool. Now I'm going to take my drill and I'm just going to drill a hole. I'm going to drill one on each side of this scrap piece of wood, and then I'm going to sand down any rough spots. Now we're going to use the staple gun. A staple gun works best for this. You could hot glue it if you want to, but I just feel like a staple gun works best. I lay them down in place the way that I want them to look, and then I just put a staple through the back part of the sock. You don't want to staple the front part or you won't be able to stuff it. I'm going to go ahead and add some more staples because I'm an overachiever. Just kidding. I'm actually more of just like an over stapler and an over taper. So now I'm going to take this pine pick, and this is a pick I got at Walmart. I'm just going to cut it down into some sections here, and we are going to use that to stuff the socks. I'm just going to put one in each sock, just like that. Now I'm taking this rusty wire. This was rebar wire. You can get it at Lowe's. It's fairly cheap. I want to say $5 to $10. And then you can just rust it at home. If you Google how to rust, you can find tons of recipes for that. Now I'm going to go ahead and take this, I don't even know what you call it. It was in the bag with my polyfill. A pencil will work if you don't have one of these. And I'm just going to wrap my wire around it just to curl it. And then I'm going to go ahead and push that wire down. I always add a dab of glue to the end just to keep from scratching myself because those ends of the wire do get really sharp. Another thing I want to mention really quickly is the rebar wire. You can find that normally in with the cement when you go to your home improvement stores. Now I'm taking these bows. These are just really simple basic bows that I made, and I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to glue one to the front of each stocking just like that. And now I'm going to take these cinnamon sticks. You can find, I actually saw that they had cinnamon sticks at the Dollar Tree. So if you're going to make this project, head over there and see if you can find some. I'm just going to go ahead and stuff one in each stocking. And you guys can embellish this however you want. I'm not always the greatest with embellishments. I have all the ideas, but embellishments are not my jam, I guess. And I want to show you guys the one that I made a few years ago. And that is it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this project. For more great ideas just like this one, please visit burlapkitchen.com. Thank you.